Ooh, yay.
Good morning.
Fun.
Hey. We'll give everyone a couple of minutes to come
Yeah,
join us. We know it's early. Hopefully you
very
have
early.
coffee.
Yes. It's early and it's cold,
And it's raining.
raining, it's awful weather.
Well,
Good
it's raining here in
weather.
Bologna. It's raining here in
Yeah.
Bologna. You have to remember, we're talking to everyone. So,
It's
yeah.
raining, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
All right.
cold.
So, my name is Lauren. And a little about me. I'm from the United States. I currently live in Bologna. I've lived here since October, and I moved here because I'm teaching at Maya's, and I'm also an Erasmus student studying English.
Cool. And my name's Ruby, and I'm from Australia. I lived in Sydney, Australia, my whole life, but I've been living in Bologna since February. And before that, I was living in Florence for a little bit. And what else about me? In Australia, I'm also a registered nurse, and I'm a tourist.
Your zodiac sign.
Yeah. I
All
love
right.
astrology.
Oh, all right. Good morning. So we have a couple of people. Please tell us where you're watching from. Hi,
Yeah.
Chinzia.
Oh, hello. Chin.
Yeah, Chinzia. So Chinzia is actually one of my old students at the other Bologna
Oh,
school. So she's here in Bologna with us today.
oh, hello. Nice to meet you.
Yeah. And hi, Maria. Where are you from?
Where's Maria?
So today we're going to talk about outer space. You're in
Woohoo.
Bergamo. Good wishes to you.
Oh,
Good
very
health
cool.
to you over in Bergamo. But yes, today we're going to talk about outer space. Okay,
Cool.
something a little different,
Excited.
something to take
Yeah.
our minds off of this situation. We can
Yeah.
move away from Earth and all of its problems and go
Yeah.
right into the sky.
Yeah. I wonder if they have the virus up in space.
Space, oh God.
Can aliens get the virus?
Maybe. Okay, so in this focus activity, we will be talking about space, talking about phrases for guessing and pros
Yeah.
and cons. We'll probably mostly just be talking about space and phrases for
Yeah.
guessing today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this early morning, we get to start off first thing with a quiz.
Quiz. Oh, it looks hard too.
All right, number one.
How many years old is the Earth? So we've got A, 46 billion, B, 4.6 billion, and C, 460 million. Wow, those are big numbers.
I know, all of them are big numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's your best guess, Ruby, for this one?
My best guess, 46 billion?
46, okay. All right. Anybody have a different answer in the comments?
Let's see. No, I'm not sure. Anyone else have a guess?
Ooh. Ruby, sorry.
What happened?
Oh, never mind. You're good. You had a little connection there. Your microphone, something was going on. Okay. Anyway, so it's actually
Oh.
4.6 billion.
Oh, you guys are
Nice.
smart.
Yeah, we have a couple. It is B.
Good guess.
Yeah. Because we have to think billion, not million.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
It's a lot of years.
That's too much time. My brain can't think about that concept of time.
No, I know.
Not this early.
And so who was the first man on the moon? We have Louis Armstrong,
Yeah.
Lance Armstrong, or Neil Armstrong.
Yeah. What do you guys think?
And all three of these men are quite famous in their own regard. So
that's true. I don't know who Louis Armstrong is, to be honest.
You don't?
No.
Oh.
Did I?
Okay, well, Chinzia has the answer here. It is Neil Armstrong.
Yeah.
So Louis Armstrong is a famous American jazz musician. Like super famous. He's from New Orleans, and there's like a park dedicated to him in New Orleans, and that's where he started, and he kind of
New Orleans is famous for music.
Yeah.
And jazz.
Yep. And Lance is the cyclist.
Yeah, cyclist, yeah.
The controversial cyclist.
I know. He's a bit shamed now, isn't he?
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you cheat.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Okay, how long does the moon take to travel around the Earth? We have A, 27.3 hours, B, 27.3 days, or C, 27.3 weeks. Okay, what do you guys think the answer is? What do you think it is, Lauren?
I don't know, actually. I'm going to say days because it makes sense. I don't think it could go around the whole Earth in one day.
Okay. So this is the moon. So
going around.
Yeah. So I think it would be one day.
You think?
I think so.
I feel like no.
Hours.
Well, because the Earth rotates once in one day, but that's only one rotation.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Whereas like this, if you go all the way around, something takes a lot longer, right?
That's true. Well, there's,
I don't know the answer. I don't remember the answer, but I'm going with days.
You're going with days. Okay.
And what about you?
I'm going to stick with A, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Chinzia thinks it's C. Okay.
Going weeks.
We've got, everyone thinks it's
something different.
Yeah. Someone.
All right. Yes. So it's 27.3 days.
So I wonder what that equates to. Like one, what does that mean? It's obviously not a year, and it's not maybe it's like almost 1 month.
Yeah, so if you think about it, we see a different part of the moon like every day, right? It's like slowly rotating, and like once a month we have a new moon,
That's true.
And once a month ish we have a full moon, like every 6
That's so true.
So
I think you've got it right there.
I think about it because I always watch the moon.
Yeah.
And the cycles of the moon. Like I know when there's a full moon and a new moon.
That's true. There is a new moon every probably 27.
Yeah, like somewhere close to every month normally, or every 5 weeks, something along those lines.
That's so true. Good
okay. Then we have number 4. What is a black hole?
Okay.
Is it a dark spot on the sun? A hole in the ozone layer, or a collapsed star?
I don't think it's B. I don't think it's a dark hole, a hole in the ozone layer, sorry. And
what does collapsed mean?
It's like...
yeah, it means like it's fallen down, right?
Fallen
so we
down.
can say a collapsed building. This means it's fallen down or it's kind of moved into itself.
That's so true. So maybe when a star collapses, it falls into, makes some kind of hole.
Yeah, because in space it's a little different. Like here we have the ground to stop everything. Yeah. So when things collapse, they just stop on the ground.
Yeah. Oh, Jinsey is telling us we've got a bad connection.
Sorry. So let's try. Let's see, A, B, or C?
I think it's C.
Yeah, it's definitely C.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a black hole is a collapsed star in space.
In space, yeah. And then, oh no, when a star dies, that's a shooting star, isn't it? A dying.
No, yeah, that's a star. Yeah.
When it dies, is that when they? No.
No, I don't remember what that is.
No, me neither.
Because a star is a ball of gas, and so I think it's just a moving ball of gas.
Okay. Yeah.
Like for whatever reason, it has enough energy to move.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know if that's correct.
Sounds plausible.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Sounds smart.
And number 5.
Okay, how many planets are there in our solar system? A, 7, B, 8, or C, 9?
So this is difficult because I have
to count them on my fingers, I think.
I know.
We've got
it's difficult too because they've changed the planets recently.
They did. They took out Pluto. But then I thought they added Pluto back.
Exactly. See, I don't know. And this focus might be a bit old. So I don't know exactly.
Then I'd have to count them. Earth, 7. Mars, Neptune, Saturn, Jupiter.
Hey, go show me answers. Let's see. All right. Anybody have a guess?
8. I'm guessing.
8. Okay.
Good morning, Antonio. Chinzia thinks it's B.
Okay. Chinzia thinks B. All right. Let's see. Final answer is
B too.
B.
Yay!
I think there was. Is there 9 with Pluto?
I think so.
Okay.
I'd have to count them.
All right. Well, let's do that. Mercury,
Mars, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Earth, and Pluto.
Pluto would be
9.
Yeah. Okay. So it depends on which team you're on. If you're on Team Pluto, then there's 9 planets.
Yeah.
If you think Pluto is a dwarf star, like they say, then it's 8.
I think Pluto should be a planet.
Hey, good morning, Simone, as well. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Simone.
All right. So this is where I got our space quiz out of the way here.
Yeah.
All right. Now we can talk about the deep diving questions.
Yes.
Important stuff. So when we ask these questions, this is great. Yeah, like when you're counting the 7 dwarves, you always miss a few.
That's so true.
Great. So here, when we ask these questions, we also want to hear some answers from you in the comments. Okay. So this is a good practice to kind of write some full sentences. You can take some time to write them and we will talk about them while we are talking. You can write your sentences and we can go over them a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start with number 1.
Okay.
What do you think we can learn from space exploration?
Oh my goodness. So many things.
I know.
could learn about the planets and the solar system. Could learn about, I guess, if there's life on other planets, like bacteria or.
Yeah, well, we can kind of learn about potentially our history as well as a planet, right? Because if we see other planets that have potentially like ended or been destroyed, because apparently there's a clock on our planet. Like eventually one day this planet will no longer exist.
Oh wow, don't say that.
I know. Well, like this is like, I think, I don't remember the time frames, but
yeah,
it's a long ways off.
Okay.
Like we'll be long gone. It's fine.
Okay. And children's children hopefully will be gone as well.
Yeah, I don't really know, honestly.
Yeah.
But basically you can kind of maybe see what the future for our planet could be.
Yeah.
But we don't know, because apparently we're the only life source that we know of in the solar system.
Intelligent life forms.
Yeah, we don't really know.
Yeah. And we can also learn about the weather and the kind of atmosphere. Maybe we can monitor any potential kind disasters that are coming. Like, I'm not sure, maybe earthquakes. From the atmosphere in space. I'm not sure, because surely it's all interconnected.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? Like we're all somehow in this line of planets that all moves around this one sun and this one big star. Like we have to be connected somehow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Or I just think every time we go to space, that we learn something new, right? I mean, they've had this rover on Mars for like 10 years now.
That's true. Yeah,
and it's always they learn something new like every day.
Yeah, because I think there's several satellites revolving around in space, collecting data and sending the data back to NASA. Yeah,
we're learning something new every day.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So Simone says, I think we don't know what we can found into, and this is awesome. Okay, so I think here, Simone, you might mean to say we don't know what we can find.
Yeah.
Or we don't know there's another phrase, we don't know what we can run into.
Yeah.
So this is a phrasal verb, run into.
Yeah.
And it means to come in, like to come across something or to see something suddenly.
Yeah. And it is awesome because it's exciting.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, and then here, this is great.
Yeah.
Different ways to use soil resources. Yeah.
I didn't even think of that. That's very...
Well, because that's basically what they collect and analyze on Mars.
Yeah.
With this rover, like it always takes soil samples and it can analyze it. It's one of the features of this rover they sent.
And then they can find out if like vegetables could grow in the soil, if there's how much moisture or maybe water is in the soil.
Yeah.
To see what they could grow, if people could live on there one day. Maybe one day we'll have to. Hope not.
I'm not thinking about that. All right, well, let's move on to number 2.
Okay. Do you think school children should learn about the universe we live in? Why or why not? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I learned about the universe in school, the planets, definitely what they looked like. I remember having to draw them as well, which
or make a model.
Yeah. And you would remember, like, Saturn is the one with the ring around it, Mars, the red planet,
Jupiter is the biggest.
Yeah. Jupiter's the biggest, Pluto was
all those moons.
Yeah. I think it's really important. What do you guys think? Not sure yet.
Yeah, I think it's important too, because I think in general, it's important for people to learn that there are things outside of themselves.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. So it's important to first learn about where you are and maybe on Earth, and that there are different people on our planet and different places and different things, and then to move outside of our planet and talk about things outside of that as well. And kind of understand that we aren't just one person.
That's true. I only remember learning about space kind of in kind of grade school.
Yeah.
Like when I was younger, but then I don't really remember in high school learning too much about space.
I don't ever remember, because then we, like in science class, we'd learn about our environment, biology, potentially like chemistry, physics, that kind of stuff.
I didn't take physics.
No, neither did I.
I wasn't. I liked biology, but physics wasn't really my thing.
No.
So I think in physics you learn about the planets and stuff. Hi, Maura.
Maura, yeah.
Bologna. Hello.
Yeah, she's another student from Bologna 1.
Oh, okay.
I know some of these people. It's kind of nice. It feels like we're in class a little bit.
Oh, that's good. Hopefully I'll know soon.
Yeah. So does anyone have an opinion here? Should children learn about the universe? I mean, I think they do so already, but I'm wondering, should we teach it more, especially at higher levels where we have different, we might have different opinions, and we might be able to, start thinking about, is there other life on this earth, or not on this earth? Is there other life on these planets? Is there something more to space?
Yeah. Does anyone remember learning about space in school? Was it something fun? I really enjoyed learning about space.
I know the planets was always fun. Because they're like cool and colorful, and they have all these different kind of things about them, they're all so different.
Yeah,
good. Okay, we're just a small, I don't know this word, raw plug. I don't know this word. I'm sorry, I don't think we know your name. I don't know if Fideshi is your name, but if you could please let us know so we can comment or talk to you appropriately. A raw plug. I don't know.
Small.
The Italian word is tassello. I don't know.
No, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like we're a small
piece of the puzzle.
The puzzle, or okay, good, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So a tassello is like a block.
Okay.
Yeah, a piece of the puzzle. Good. Yeah, we're like a small piece in this whole universe. Absolutely.
That's so true.
Yeah, I think we need to understand that as well.
Yeah. Humans think that we're kind of God in a way, but really the universe controls us. Like our whole reason for being alive is that there's oxygen and gravity, and without that,
yeah, exactly, to understand how we are tiny in the universe.
We are. We're only one of 8 planets.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's move to number 3 then. So how would our
Yeah.
lives be different if we still believed the Earth was at the center of the universe?
Wow. Well, we'd be pretty wrong.
I know. We'd be super wrong. I don't know how
Um,
it would really change our lives, though.
yeah, I guess we wouldn't have the data, maybe that we wouldn't have the information that we have now.
Yeah, I guess our society would have been slower to develop.
Yeah,
It would take a
that's
lot
true.
longer because
Yeah.
once we started to realize that there were more planets and like this is all of the time when our development as a world kind of blew up.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I never really knew that we thought we were at the center of the universe, meaning like,
Well, kind of like when people thought the earth was flat, you know?
okay, yeah, I was going to say that. Okay.
Yeah.
So we thought we were the kind of main,
Yeah, because
maybe,
why wouldn't we be? How would we
yeah,
know? Like we're a
exactly.
huge planet and leaving
Yeah.
that planet took so long.
Yeah. So maybe did people think that Earth was the only planet?
Probably. And that's why it was the center. Like they obviously knew about the sun and the moon
Yeah.
because you could see the sun and the moon.
Yeah. That's true. I wonder if they thought that the other planets, because you can see sometimes others, right, done the planets in the right position, even with even with your naked eye.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
sometimes. Yeah.
sometimes I think, or Mars. I wonder if they thought they were just stars, back in the
Maybe.
day before we'd gone into space and everything. What does anyone else have any opinions? How our lives would be different if we were still thought Earth was the center of the universe? Let us know.
Yeah, I don't really know what would
Yeah,
be
it's hard.
entirely different. Mostly because I think I don't know the exact dates and times as to when we really
Yeah,
started to figure this stuff out. So it's difficult to
that's
say
true.
how it would have stopped our development or when
Yeah.
exactly, because I don't know that information off the top of my head. So
I think we certainly wouldn't know as well about space and time and the weather and gravity. These amazing things that we know now, predicting, you know, predicting things, natural
yeah,
disasters. Basically. Um, yeah, it's a really in-depth concept
I
to.
know. Well, here's a much easier question then. If it were possible, would you travel into space? Where would you go and why?
Oh my goodness. Me personally, Ace, because
Really?
yeah, I don't think so. It'd be scary. Plus, it would take so long.
Yeah, it
Doesn't
would
it
take a
take
long time.
like 10 years or something?
It depends on where
There's
you go. I
actually,
mean, if you just go to the moon,
yeah. Do you know how long it takes? I don't think it's a
no, but it
day
can't take that long.
trip. I think it takes months. What does Antonio say? If you ask me, aerospace is a subject refers to scientists. As far as I know, choose and they are not interested. Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. So that humans are at the center still in a way. Do you think that's what Antonio is saying?
Yeah, maybe a bit. Yeah, because if they're not interested in learning about space, then that would mean that they think that they're the most important thing in the universe.
Yeah.
Instead of the potential other information we could be learning about. Okay. Well, so you said no to traveling into space. Anybody else in the comments? Would you travel into space? I would. I would do it.
Would you?
If I could.
Where would you go?
Probably just to the moon to like hop around a bit, experience zero gravity.
Okay.
That would be fun.
You wouldn't want to go see Mars?
No, that's too far, like you said. Also the risk, that would be a higher risk of failure or like potential problems, whereas the moon is just right there, right?
I don't know. Is it? How far away are they?
I don't know.
Is it like a few days? I'm not sure. What's the temperature
I don't
difference?
think it's very long. I don't think it takes very long to get to the moon.
Okay. Mars is very hot. Probably not as stable. The atmosphere.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Okay. All right. So now this is the fun part. Okay.
Oh no.
Now we get to talk about aliens.
Oh my gosh. Is anyone afraid of aliens? Because I am.
So let's say also when we want to talk about some guessing phrases here first. Okay, so when you don't know or you aren't sure about something, we have some phrases.
Yeah, we've got I'd say, perhaps, maybe. It's difficult to say, but I'd guess. I'm not really sure, but I think, and might, could, may. Yeah.
So we have our modal verbs in there that we can use.
Yeah. Might, could, and may. Yeah. So, Lauren, do you believe alien life forms exist on other planets?
So for me, I don't need to guess. This is an absolute yes from me. I think there's no possibility that we are the only people or the only things that are alive and have brains, and I think it's impossible. It might not be in our solar system, but somewhere out there.
Yeah.
Like another solar system.
Exactly. And you also have to think of what is an alien life form. Does it have to be something that walks and talks, or can an alien life form be a bacteria or an organism, or it could be something that maybe you can't see with your eye. Maybe it's so small that you can't actually see it. Is that considered?
I think so, if it's alive. But I think we imagine, because we're intelligent species, we're an intelligent species, that we imagine that there would be something similar to us somewhere. Yeah. So like here, Antonio says from his point of view, alien life forms exist. Yeah. But they have a shape quite different from our idea. Like ET is not realistic. Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, I think like, who knows? They could be, because if you think about evolution, the first animal to leave and walk was a fish, right?
That's true, exactly. Yeah, Simone agrees as well.
Yeah, definitely. A high probability.
A high probability, yeah. Only one, yeah. Universe. Definitely. I think so. And all the data I have and the satellite satellites in space, have to wonder, government, maybe the CIA, that we don't know, that they're not telling us.
That's like conspiracy. That's conspiracy theories. I don't know. I don't like to get that far into it. I just like to think, okay, yes or no.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty impossible that there aren't other life forms somewhere else. Because if we exist, why wouldn't other forms of life exist?
We were the aliens once.
Yeah, exactly. Like it could even be life forms that existed in the past somewhere, or like we don't know.
Yeah, exactly. We don't know. We could have been an alien to a life form before us, or
right.
How do we know we're not the aliens?
We could be.
Yeah, we very well could be.
Now, too many. Do you mean it's too much to think about?
Or maybe she's used think too many times.
Okay, I think aliens exist, but they think we're not worthy of any contact. Okay, no, this is good.
Yeah,
maybe
point.
they think we're not worthy. That's a good phrase there. Not worthy.
Yeah, very good. Maybe they're.
Simone says we're less evolved.
Yes, could be. It could be true. I've
Yeah, because I heard a podcast the other day saying that the only reason our brains grew to be as big as they are now is because we ate meat.
Oh, okay.
In the prehistoric days.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah, there's this podcast. It's called Science Versus, and it's an Australian lady. And it's really interesting. I was listening about veganism, and to say like if it's okay to be vegan, and it is now, but if we were all vegans like monkeys are, then our brains would not have developed because meat gave us the fuel to grow our brains, basically.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So
that's really interesting.
It's interesting that we only became developed because of that. So other species maybe have developed in other ways.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. So let's talk about number 2 and number 3 together then. So have you ever seen an alien? And if you have, like, what did you imagine they look like, or what do you think they look like? And yeah, I don't know why directors think that aliens look, and I'm glad you put the emoji, Antonio, because that's what people think aliens look like.
Yes, a very classic kind of movie description of what an alien looks like. Yes, I don't think they look like that, really.
I don't know what they look like, honestly.
Yeah. They might not even have legs and arms. They might.
I think so yeah, this is number 4 and as well. So let's just kind of talk about 2, 3, and 4 all together.
Yeah.
How do they walk and talk? I think if, for example, like if fish were the first animals, I think they would be more like they would be more similar.
Okay. Lauren looks like she's frozen a little bit.
Hey, we good?
Are you back?
Yeah, my internet, sometimes it just.
Yeah, everyone's
Sorry,
using
everyone.
it. Yeah, I think they'd had their own language, definitely.
Yeah, there's no way. Because if we have however many languages on our planet, There's no way that another language couldn't exist somewhere else.
Exactly. They might not have a voice either. They might just use signs or body language or noises.
Yeah. I mean, there are even people who use like tongue clicks and sounds.
Exactly.
So
it's really,
if people do it, and also the way that animals communicate. So if you think about like dolphins are highly intelligent animals, and they communicate.
True. Yeah, and they use sonar technology.
Exactly. Yeah, whales and dolphins.
Exactly.
Yeah, and they communicate just like all of the animal species have some way of communicating with each other. Exactly. It's just not with words like we use.
Exactly. I think definitely there could be millions of walk. Not sure if they walk like us. They could crawl. I don't know. Maybe they fly.
Maybe. Oh my God, that would be so cool. I wish I could fly.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever seen an alien?
Yes, certainly haven't, and I don't want to.
Neither have
I. How would you know?
I would be. I don't know. Like, I love that show, The X-Files, because it really gets you thinking about the kind of simple, everyday activities that you could be doing and you could be encountering. I don't know, anything.
Exactly. How do you know? Oh, maybe they've disguised. Sure. I've never. What do they call it when they? I can't think of the word.
Yeah, alien abduction. Yeah, alien abduction.
Those stories really scare me.
Yeah, I don't.
It's a contract. Say it's
absolutely. So,
mm-hmm.
I don't really know. I don't. Do you think, okay, so if there are aliens, if we come into contact with them, are they friendly or do they want to destroy the Earth? I think if they wanted to destroy the Earth and they were smarter than us, then they would have done it already. Like, we wouldn't exist.
That's what I think as well. I think they would have either done it already, or maybe they're waiting for the right time. Maybe the aliens.
Well, because if we have developed ways, maybe. Oh, stop. But like, for example, if we have developed ways to destroy our own planet, like technically we could use a nuclear bomb and we could destroy this whole planet if we wanted to. Like, it would take a push of like 6 buttons and the whole Earth would be destroyed and everybody in it. So if we have found a way to do it ourselves.
Yes.
What's to say that some other more intelligent life form wouldn't do it or couldn't do it?
Yeah. So that goes on question 6. Okay. So you think they're more intelligent, Lauren, than us?
I mean, I don't know, but even if they, I don't know, maybe, but even if they are of equal intelligence to us, look at what we've accomplished.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if they are equal intelligent,
there could be several kind of alien life forms. Maybe there's a newer life form, because at one stage we were a new life form. So maybe there's a new life form just beginning somewhere that we don't know. Maybe there's one that's older than us. I'm not sure, but we can only we can only guess because it's something you just don't have any real facts or proof of. Do you think?
I don't
Does
know.
everyone else think they're more intelligent? So far, we've
Simone said, remember, we're the less evolved form. So
yeah, exactly. Everyone's kind of agreed that we're probably the least evolved out of all of the potential life forms.
But honestly, how are we to know?
Exactly. We just don't know.
And unless we all come into contact together and we all sit down and have a meeting, try to talk to one another, then there's no way of knowing.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to get too much into conspiracy theories.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know, it's really difficult.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe Federica, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'd say we don't need any help to destroy our planet. Maybe we have a different level of intelligence, and it doesn't mean one is more intelligent than the other.
Yes.
Very nice answer.
Yeah, very nice answer. Well thought out. Yes, exactly. Who's to say what's more intelligent? In what way? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Like how do we measure intelligence, right? It's kind of like using the word normal. Like, what is normal?
Yes, Federica, yes.
Okay, good. So what is normal? Like, that word it doesn't exist. It shouldn't exist because there's no such thing.
Yes, my mum used to say normal is a cycle on a washing machine.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a popular phrase, actually. I've heard that.
Yeah, it's so true.
Good. Yeah, maybe they're different. So maybe they have different intelligence.
Yeah, different intelligence.
So intelligence is the noun, and here, Simone, intelligent is the adjective.
Yeah.
And they have different levels to communicate to one another.
Yeah. Yeah. But that's very true as well.
Yeah, because again, for example, another example too, what is it? Octopi and squids. They're super smart, right?
Yes.
They're highly intelligent, but they don't use any vocal.
Yeah. That's true.
They don't use any vocal
method to communicate. Yeah. Do you remember that octopus that predicted the winner of I think it was the FIFA World Cup or the Olympics one year?
What? No.
And they had an octopus in a tank and gave it two choices between teams. I'm sure it was FIFA, two countries, and it would go and sit on a team, and then that team would win. It was predicting the winning team, and
I think that's just like the luck of the draw. There's no way, unless they sat down.
Every time.
Okay, but unless they sat down, still, that's a 50-50 chance. Okay, that's a really high probability.
Yeah.
Because unless they put the television in front of the octopus tank and had it watch all the games and all the semifinals leading up to the final game, then maybe I would say, okay, this octopus is smart.
Okay, I might not be telling the story right because it was a few years ago, but if you're interested, Google psychic octopus or something, or predicting octopus, and but it was just to highlight the point that they say octopus are very intelligent.
So because that's the thing, is they're almost like aliens in their own regard.
Yeah.
Because they can change color, they can change almost different texture. They're super strange things.
That's very true.
And that's why we study them a lot.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they get eaten as well.
Yes, they certainly look quite alien to me.
Yeah.
With their tentacles, and they look like the aliens from The Simpsons.
Yeah, they do.
Kang and Kong.
I don't know. I don't watch The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Really
actually, so this has been our outer space podcast. I hope you guys enjoyed everything, and I'm glad we got to see some of your writing and got to interact a bit with you this early morning. I know it's not always the most fun to be up this early, but
good start
now. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us.
Thanks
and
for coming.
See us on a webinar soon.
Yeah, nice to meet everyone.
Bye.
Enjoy your mornings. Bye.